So as you see here, you have your normal Windows computer, right? But sometimes you forget your password. Huh, incorrect. Well, let's try it again. That's not it. Okay, well, there is a way around this, right? So insert your Windows disk in. And when I say that, I mean your USB. In my case, since we're doing it in a virtual environment, we're using an ISO image. So assume you popped it in now. We'll restart the machine. And as you see, it's restarting. And what we're going to do is basically bypass the security so we can get in and not really have to worry about a password, right? So we're starting up the Windows installation. Takes a moment. And a lot of times businesses or people with computers, and they set a password to expire, which is a great idea, but unfortunately people, well, forget, the password. And a lot of times people will make humongous passwords, right? But they forget what they use. So now what we'll do is we'll go through the settings, and we want to repair our computer, which is technically true, right? We're going to go to the advanced options, command prompt, and what we're going to do is go and find the C drive. Nope. See, well, when I say C drive, I mean the Windows installation. Okay, we found it. And let's just double check. Okay, so we have tester, Lance, and public, right? So what we'll go ahead and do is go back. Oops. CD Windows, and we want to go into System 32. Okay, so now what we want to do is make a copy of cmd.exe. We'll name it cmd2. Or better yet, cmdbackup.exe. Now it says it can't find cmd, right? But there it is. So we'll do cmd, and if you notice, it showed cmd, right? That's okay. So it made a copy of cmd. Fine, we'll live. So let's go ahead and go to rename cmd.exe to utilman.exe, and it says that can't be found, right? But yet, there it is. So, we know it's there because we won't be able to open it, right? Yes. And that's a message that you will see. So we know that's there, and we know it did work because, again, cmd backup is there, and cmd.exe, nowhere to be found. So we do know it exists. Now, you may be able to get it to say that, it may be completely fine on your end. And maybe it says it was successful, maybe not. But in a lot of times, especially in Windows 8.1, I've noticed that it's a hit and miss. Sometimes it'll say it can't find the file, and sometimes it'll open cmd.exe. I can't explain it. So it's kind of a hit and miss whether it'll say successful or, well, not successful, but it won't show anything. Just like in Linux, if the command was successful, it just goes to the next line. So let's go ahead and get out of here. We know it's there. And again, we know it's there because utilman is there. Whether Windows says it is or isn't, well, that's another story. So we're going to go ahead and continue and exit to Windows 8. Remove your USB drive, or stick rather. So I'll go ahead and remove my virtual one. And now it'll load up Windows for us. And I apologize for the speed. This is running in the Oracle VirtualBox. So now here we go, right? Now the reason I'm using my Hotmail/Passport is simply because I want you to see it doesn't matter if you use the Passport service or a local account. So see this little ease of access? Oh no, look at that, it loaded the utilman. something that it claims does not exist, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is net user. And as we see, we have an administrator guest in Lance. Now here's the thing. Let's say you do need to enable the administrator account, right? Go ahead and do net users administrator / active : yes. Now that'll make the administrator account active, and next time you reboot, that will be one of the user accounts that you can log into. But I do not want that active, so I'm going to do no. Okay, but now let's go ahead and do net user. We can add somebody if we wanted, and we could also change the user password to Lance, but we're not going to. So we'll do net user testing, and then we'll do /add. Oh, we'll probably need a password. We'll put what everybody loves, hacked /add. That's good. Now if we type net users, none. Oop, I'm sorry, net users. We have administrator, guest, Lance, and testing. Great. So we can always get rid of testing. Now, if you want that as a backup account, you can always do, instead of /add, we'll do /active no. And then, again, if you do net users, it'll still be there because it is an added account, but it's not active. But just for this, just to show you, we're going to reactivate it, right? And again, we have the administrator account disabled, but I showed you how to do it. And again, that /active is the way to keep it there. Now, let's say you don't want that account there anymore, right? Well, we could just modify this. You would just do /delete. But just for testing, I want to show you. So we'll do exit. And as you see, it just doesn't show anything. We got to reboot again. So we'll restart. And that's the last restart we're going to have to do because now we have an account on here that we can log into the computer. But now let's say you're in somebody else's system. Don't add another account. Activate the administrator account and log in through the administrator account. And with that extremely powerful command prompt that you basically have system-wide access technically, you could change the administrator password if there was an administrator password. So we're letting it load up. Okay. And as you see, we have the account testing. We'll go ahead and type in the password hacked. Oh, wait. I was going to use the on-screen keyboard, but I forgot that's done. So we'll go ahead and type hacked. And instead of talking you through this, you know this is what you're forced to see on any new user account in Windows 8/8.1. Now, if you're on Windows 7 and doing this, you won't have to see this long, stupid message because that's obviously not for Windows 7. This is strictly a Windows 8 thing. So, but this will work in Windows 7, 8, and 8.1. Anyways, I'm Lance for the Tech News Show. Hope this was useful for you.